Hi everyone, this is Laura Fridfinnson of Activate Corporate Relations and Training, and I am here today to give you a few helpful tips on how to reduce the fatigue you may be feeling when you're doing video conferencing, or otherwise known as Zoom fatigue. It is definitely a different environment work environment that we're all having to deal with right now, and that means our brains have to work so much harder when it comes to communicating through online platforms like Zoom and Teams and other video conferencing apps. What happens is our brains normally are able to take in a lot of sensory information when we're meeting people in person. Well, that can't happen when we're online. So we have to work that, our minds have to work that much harder to take in and comprehend information. The other distracting component of a video conferencing call is that we can often see ourselves, and that in itself can be a huge distraction. It's definitely of benefit to turn off your camera so you can't see yourself, so then you can really focus on your fellow participants. And another way that you can reduce Zoom fatigue is to ensure that you are only scheduling a certain amount of video calls per day, and that you can, there's probably some information that doesn't need to be shared through a video call that you can share through an app like Slack or WhatsApp. There's a lot of information that can also be shared that way in real time. And when you are in a meeting, make sure that you have an agenda that everybody is able to follow, and that one person has their turn to speak at any given time. So make sure the person has the talking stick when it's their turn. And also, instead of taking notes, have your app on record. So then you can listen to it later, and you don't have to take your focus off of the meeting as you're in it and as you're communicating and brainstorming and coming up with ideas. Next tip I have for you is to make sure that you're taking breaks throughout the course of the meeting. It's very important that you get oxygen to your brain and that you have some movement. So get up at least every hour and have a little stretch. That would be something that's really going to help, because when you have the oxygen flowing, then and you can stretch, that helps to give you a little bit more energy. So those are a couple tips that I hope really help to make your video conferencing experience a little bit easier and more enjoyable. And if you have some comments or some ideas that you found have worked really well, please leave them in the comment box below. Thanks for watching, and have a great day, everyone. Bye.